everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Young and the Restless spoilers for June 2nd, 6, 2025 see Jack Abbott Peter Bergman hitting his breaking point and Victoria Newman Amelia Heinel's huge outburst and ultimatum. As we always do on early edition day, we're going to talk about what's happening the rest of this week to get you ready for next week. So with that in mind, Wednesday, May 28th on Y&R, we've got Jack walking up on Victor Newman Eric Breton and Nick Newman Joshua Morrow at the GCAC as Nick is telling Victor that he can trust him. And then he's talking about the stress on his dad of Michael Baldwin Christian LeBlanc quitting. And of course, Victor is trying to blame that on the Abbotts. He's trying to blame Michael walking out on the Abbotts because everything is their fault. You know, traffic, global warming, broken shoelace, anything that happens. Nick tells Jack after Victor walks off mad that his dad is ready for battle, but Jack just doesn't get it. Nobody but Victor wants war. Nick is hoping that his dad's main focus is going to be on Dumas, but we all know it's not. And Jack's also worried about Duma because he reached out to Billy Abbott Jason Thompson, which is troubling. And he tells Nick about that. Meanwhile, Jack and Nick commit to helping Nikki Newman Melody Thomas Scott if she needs it if Dumas indeed comes after Chancellor. Sharon Newman Sharon Case tries to get Nick attention with a dinner invitation because she doesn't want him anywhere near Phyllis Summers Michelle Stafford. Tracy Abbott Beth Maitland's back, and unlike Billy, she loves the changes that Diane Jenkins Susan Walters made to the mansion. So Tracy says she can still feel their father John Abbott Jerry Douglas there. And she has teamed Diane once again. But Tracy also admits she still can't get past how horrible it was that she was engaged to a psycho like Martin Laurent. Tracy worried that she fell for all of his hoo-ha because she was needy and desperate, but Diane is nicely reassuring her. And Tracy tells Jack and Diane that she's working out her angsty issues on this bad boyfriend by incorporating it into her latest novel. Meanwhile, Jay Rodriguez debuts as party planner Pietro, and he makes some absolutely insane suggestions to Claire Grace Newman Haley Aaron about party themes for Nikki's Big Bash. We've got 80s, we've got Bollywood, we just an elephant, just all kinds of crazy. So Claire spends the bulk of that meeting dialing back Pietro's over-the-top ideas on Young and the Restless. Claire just wants something elegant, classy, and timeless for Nikki's party. No wild themes. And then she reminds Kyle Abbott that the party is supposed to convince Victor to support them as a couple. Kyle thinks that's a lost cause, but because he loves Claire, he agrees to try. Victoria and Nikki Newman chat about Victor foul mood ever since Michael quit. And Nikki worries that Victor will double down on breaking up Kyle and Claire. Later, because she's worried about the same thing, Victoria threatens her dad and tells Victor she will not tolerate him interfering with Claire's relationships like he did so many of hers. Victoria drops an ultimatum on her dad and then storms out. Later, Victor tells Nikki that Kyle is going to make Claire miserable, and he isn't planning to let up on breaking them up. Victor also has a music box as one of the early birthday gifts for Nikki, and she makes Victor promise to not go after the Abbotts until after her birthday party. Hello Nikki. Why not ask Victor to not go after the Abbotts at all? Why say wait till after the party? How about just don't do it? I mean, sheesh. Thursday, May 29th, Amanda Sinclair Miss Hale Morgan has to make a hard decision. Now, Phyllis talked Amanda into taking her to DC to possibly meet Dumas. Will Amanda have to backtrack on that because he is pushing back? That same day, Phyllis makes a confession to Daniel Romolodi Michael Graziadie. So, maybe she's telling him before she gets on the plane, or maybe the plane, and the whole thing is canceled. But it looks like Phyllis is going to chat with her son Daniel and tell him about her plan for her and him and Amanda to run Chancellor. And if the meeting gets canceled, that's not going to stop Phyllis. Come on. Plus, Ashley Abbott Eileen Davidson gives Jack a shock. They have a conversation on Thursday. She and Tracy seem to be sticking together as they're both working through issues related to Martin. So, are they in Genoa City for just a minute and they're back to New York? Or are those two going to head off to Paris? Friday, May 30th, we're going to wrap up this week with Lily Winter's Crystal Cowell digging in her heels. She's not going to give up on getting that meeting she wants. She is going to keep pushing on Amanda. And Dumas is going to rock Genoa City with a strange and cryptic message that should happen at the party because Nikki's birthday bash kicks off this coming Friday. And it's going to get out of control, and he is going to be lashing out. June 2nd through the 6th, we've got Daniel continuing to worry about his mom, Phyllis. This week, of course, Daniel hears about Phyllis's latest fixation, which is revenge on Billy and Sally Spectre Courtney Hope, and taking Chancellor from the Newmans, which is really more about revenge on Billy and Sally. Phyllis has just some serious delusions of grandeur going on. Daniel is not going to want any part of this, but the question is, can he dial Phyllis back? Seems doubtful. Then Nicky tries to rein Victor in from alienating Victoria and Claire with his vendetta against Kyle and all things Abbott. Michael continues to be upset, and when Victor does bad things, he may blame himself for not being there to talk him down. Lily is determined to meet the mystery man, and the reveal is upon us. So, who is it? Recast Brooks Prentice? Recast Kane Ashby? Somebody new that nobody cares about? Michael continues to struggle, but Lauren Fenmore Tracy Bregman thinks he's well shut of Victor. And in fact, all the Newmans think it is probably best for Michael that he step back from Victor. They can all see it across the board. Victoria, Nicky, Adam Newman, Mark Grossman, Nick. All the kids, Victor is going too far and has gone too far and is pushing them to go with him. Will the Newmans unite to deal with the patriarch? And the question is, will Nicky get to keep Chancellor, or is Dumas going to work really hard to grab it? I mean, they grabbed it away from Billy by tricking Jill, Abbott, Jess Walton, tricking Lily, pulling all kinds of shady maneuvers. So if they lose Chancellor, you can't feel too terribly bad for them. And is there any chance that this new guy/repeat guy coming to town would actually put unhinged Phyllis in charge of the company? Victor's not going to back down about Kyle and Claire. Of course, Claire's disappointed that her big party plan went to pot. Nicky knows with Victor so worked up over Michael, he's going to lash out more at Kyle. And so Claire might get a rude awakening that no, her granddad will never stop until he gets his way. And I think we're going to have Victoria telling Claire, we're going to throw down the gauntlet. We're going to push back on him hard. Meanwhile, Sharon tries to pull Nick's attention away from Phyllis. The needier that one ex gets, the more jealous the other one gets. But Sharon isn't going to like how much time Nick is spending with Phyllis. And we'll see what lengths she goes to throw a wrench in the works. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel and stay with us.